Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have our go-to summer watch. For me, personally, this is what I've been wearing to the beach and to the pool. And it is a Citizen Promaster BN2021-03E. And it's about 52 millimeters, and I've had it this summer, and I want to talk about the things I like about this beast from the ocean and the things that I don't particularly like about it. And number one, what I do like about it, this is called your deep dish special, man. This is so deep dish, this is so three-dimensional that it brings wow factor on your wrist. And who doesn't want wow factor when you're swimming through a throng of bull sharks in Hawaii? I mean, you need something to intimidate those creatures from the deep blue sea. And so I'm definitely, the first thing that strikes me about this watch is that deep dish and that three-dimensional look that I find very compelling, especially in a diver watch. And so number two, related to that, would be your hero wrist presence. I mean, you do look like a hero when you wear a watch with this type of presence. You look like you just saved a family of 7. You lifted a minivan off of them and you personally got them to the closest hospital. You've been featured all over the world in a variety of newspapers and viral videos for your heroics. So I definitely like the heroic wrist presence of the Citizen Promaster here. And what I also like about it is the tool look. This is what you call a tool diver. Look at all those tools, man. You look like you've been doing engineering in the aerospace industry for decades and are working on a new invention, a new patent with your sublime engineering skills. Look at that tool. Look at the tools on that bad boy. You're up to something, man. You're wearing a watch like that. Number 4. I like that this particular Citizen, and Citizen does this in some of their upscale models. In fact, they do it on my Citizen Promaster Skies. Let me upright it for you. They have a gauge that tells you if your Echo Drive solar battery is fully charged or not. Of course, it's kind of like a gas tank. It goes from full to medium to empty. There on the left hand side, as you can see it. Let's see, number 5. Overall comfort is excellent. You know, when you wear a big watch like this, you don't want the flop factor. And there is no flop factor with this watch. It doesn't flop around. It's one of those big watches you can put it on and you can forget about it. The rubber strap is very comfortable. It's upscale. It's not sticky. It's not rigid. It doesn't hurt. So this watch gets 5 big likes. Well, how many dislikes do you have? I think I got 3 pretty big dislikes. Number 1, this watch is pretty pricey. It's probably about half the cost of a Seiko tuna, but it's still pricey. And at that price point, you want sapphire, and they're not giving it to you. Just like the Seiko tuna, you're not getting sapphire with that. You're not getting it with this either. You're dealing with mineral crystal, and if you're a watch obsessive, typically you want sapphire. Now, on a related note, I was talking to my watch repairman the other day, and he said that when he does upgrades for people and takes the mineral crystal out and puts the sapphire in, he says, I'm voiding all guarantees of your watch being waterproof. And you know, I never heard of that before. But it's something for you to consider, you know, for those of you who are doing upgrades. I mean, maybe the person told you that that you're good to go, but based on what I heard, I don't think I would put the watch in the water. I'd be done with that. I think the guarantee's gone once you do that. I'd like to hear from you guys if you know anything about that. But that's the first pretty good authority credible source that I've heard about that matter. Let's see. So I definitely would prefer a nice stock sapphire. Number 2, this watch for me personally has more technology than I need. I do not need a depth meter. I am a casual swimmer. I do not need this depth meter, this big yellow arrow sitting on here at the 3 o'clock position. Don't need it. It's just too much technology for me, and it's something I probably prefer this watch without that. And you can get Citizen Promasters without that feature. Though I got this on sale, and I mean it was pretty much the same price as some of those lesser price models. Oh boy, now we go to my biggest dislike, and that would be legibility. Let's see if I can get some focus on this bad boy. Legibility. Well, here's what you got that compromises legibility. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got the numerals 10 through 70 all along the dial. You've got the spelling of depth in all capital letters right there where my thumb was. You've got the spelling of depth in all capital. You've got your solar charge meter. You've got your yellow depth gauge arrow. You've got a ticking orange second hand. You've got a short stubby hour hand, and then the minute hand is what let's use a new watch term today. I'll call it a ghost hand, because the orange outlines the hand. It's clear otherwise except for a white tip. So it's largely what I would call a ghost hand. Hey Citizen, man, can you guys tone this down a bit? I'm just trying to read the time. I just want to know what time it is. I'm not doing my doctoral thesis in cellular mitosis. So please, man, you could just tone it down a little bit. This is no Seiko tuna for easy legibility. You know, I've gotten used to it, but it's in my head, man. It's kind of annoying. But this is my go-to. I've got 7 watches. I think Citizen Promaster made a 1,000-meter watch. It's a tool diver with sapphire, and it's 52 millimeters. And I've seen them as cheap as $1,600 on eBay. I have to confess, I'm kind of liking it, but I'm going to relax and see if I still like it. You know, 3 to 6 months from now, see if the price has gone down in the next 6 months, because I'm enjoying a nice small rotation, and I'm enjoying this tool watch in spite of the legibility issues. So I'll give you any updates. I like this sort of likes and dislikes approach. I might do this for a couple of other watches that are in my collection over the next few weeks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I am out.